Hello and welcome to Songs of Six. I am the Fiend, and today we're going to be continuing our Dundarian city of quite a few Dundarians. We are doing pretty good on population, although I think, no, we're not even that close to being raided. Even then, our guys are well trained and super well equipped, and as you can see, we have more things than we ever possibly could need, and these are being sent by our regions in the home, like in the world here. Sorry, this is our home, I should say, and it's all being sent to us from literally every corner of the map. And today, herb blogger. Yeah, I'm gonna show you a herb blogger. I'm going to go and invade these guys. I think this is their capital. No, it's Konings, the great state of Konings. They already don't even have good feelings towards us, so we're just gonna go in there and beat the crap out of them. And then once we create our kingdom, taking over this entire ocean, or yeah, it's ocean. Yeah, it's an ocean. Once we take this entire ocean, I will put little proxy states everywhere. I will remove people who dislike me. Like, if they're from this orange kingdom and they don't wisen up, I will beat the heck out of them, and I'll replace them with Dundarians or whoever I can. Honestly, I don't really want to do the exact same thing I did in Bug Empire, because I'm pretty sure that, yeah, Dundarians will grow at the slowest potential rate, and I would be sitting here for the next quarter century waiting for the Dundarians to appear. I think it's possible. Maybe there is a way to boost. Oh no, yeah, I think you can. It says workforce. It should. It doesn't really say. It's not doing anything specifically for this. That's odd. Regardless, we have done quite a bit. If you missed the last episode, I built all these masons, and tons of Dundarian boys, and potentially even females. I have questioned that. I am looking and they all seem to be males. Scott Javen here definitely is a male. How about we look at the, we filter to Dundarians. Yeah, they are all males. This is a truly boys' city. These are all dudes. They don't even know what the concept of a female is. And now there's a lot of questions. See, I've always believed that, like, that's a female. Female. Maybe they all Telepis, but no, like this one here, Maria, kind of looks like, no, that's a female. So the Dundarians are all males, and I always assumed that these guys were all, you know, mixed. Oh wait, no, Roberta. Yeah, they are. They're all women. That's messed up. That just added a whole new layer to what we've done here. We could also... I know for a fact Gritonians have females. Narda, Olivet, Penny, Rex Xavier, Reshar. See, that's definitely Sane. Vladser. Jiv. Jiv, you need to change your name. And humans obviously have multiple. Amevians, I don't even want to look at them and try to distinguish what an Amevian female would look like compared to a male. Back on the topic at hand, I've been questioning what they were before. And I wanted to do my knowledge, my research right there and then. Because I haven't had this type of population recently. And the goal is to get some Cantors. And we have a haven right here. And we're pretty close. We just have to free a couple of our Dundarians who might be locked up. If we have any. If we don't, I'm going to start building tons of big-ass prisons and just focus on law. Everything this episode is going to be put towards law and awe. It's going to be a amazing, super bombastic episode because I don't have any worries. And you can see I got these full. I could start filling them up again pretty soon. So, I'll see you guys in a moment. Alright, here we are. We're up against their main army. They have quite a good army of 3,270 some odd guys. Probably 72, maybe, I don't know. That's what it's saying up here, it doesn't say exactly. Here we go. We've got some Talapi bowmen on the flanks. Humans, small group of Dundarian bowmen, as well as Garthimes, some Amevians, and it was something that shocked me when I seen them. They have a full regiment of 75 Cantors. That's powerful. And they've got a bunch of equipment. They've got pretty good equipment, and they're pretty well trained. So these guys are going to be scary. I'm going to have to shoot them down. And then they have a bunch of differently trained melee troops throughout the middle. And until we get to the end, we've got some humans, Cretonians, some more Cretonians, and that's it. They only have 3 bowmen on this side. So if the bowmen on this side can quickly dispatch their counterparts, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 guys here. These group will be up here. They're going to be my arm. And I need to swing this arm. We'll have them in defensive stance. And we're going to try to swing this arm the best we can. We have a nice open field fight on. So we have that right there. We also have these bowmen here. So I'm going to stack, double stack Oreos on this side here. Because they're literally the only thing I'm scared of right now. And these guys all should be bowmen. And they should be the better quality bowmen, usually. That's how my understanding works. The army will automatically put them back there. So we're going to be trying to spray these guys with everything we've got out of all these bows and these bows. Hopefully we have 4 regiments on that side. Not a lot, but enough to kind of compete with what's going on. These groups, if they're well trained or adequately trained, they will chew through my lines on this side. So we're gonna have to hit them with infantry quickly. So starting here, we need these guys to get in their face and fast. We'll have them line up right there. They'll kind of be like a suicide squad. you know what I mean. We have all of our bows. We'll have them literally all lined up here in this chunk. Because we need to spray down these Cantors like nobody's business. We have these humans. The rest of these units will kind of cover the flanks of these bowmen. Put them like this. This is how I would actually do this battle. This was my real strats. I'm gonna have this line stretch. So they're gonna want to instinctively come into this little death line here. Actually, yeah, we might have to do a longer line. Yeah, like that. Something like that. It's very, very thin, but we have more guys than them by a lot. And these are the bowmen, right? Yeah. So we're gonna try to spray. We're just gonna hit everybody with bows on this side. Hopefully not even need this arm, and we can just start taking them across the line. These troops will be dead in no time, and they don't really have much equipment. So we're gonna have to hope that our bowmen are up to par here. So start it up. They're only mercenaries, so you can only care so much about them. Okay. March through them. That's the only way to remove a bowman, is to march through him. And then we'll have every single guy over here. I don't care if you can't hit him. You get into range, and I don't care your formation. Matter of fact, I do care. Quickly. Run, everyone. Line up there. Starts hitting these guys. Hit them now. Wherever you are. Awesome. So, immediately, successful hits on all fronts. Most groups are engaged on this side. The enemy still has not made contact or even understood the dilemma that they're in. And we're chewing through their bowmen. I'm going to have 2 groups focus fire on each bowman group. Until one group is down, that group probably, and then we'll all focus fire on one. Because I outnumber them 6 to 1, or 3 to 1. That's how I want to do it. I have 6, they have 3. So let's get this, and I have to pause a lot when I do this. Let's get this unit to collapse in on that side. Like that. Awesome. And then have them come in. Whoosh! Take these fools down. Awesome. This line did exactly as it was intended. And these guys are just going to fall for the bait. They're falling for the bait pretty hard. And once their bows are out of commission, these guys are going to start tearing hell through the back of their lines. Let's actually get them all to focus fire on one unit. Hit them with 2 bolts. There we go. That's what I like to see. They're going to be disorganized and disarray right there. Checking up on the other side. Looks like our melee units are actually doing their job, distracting the bowmen on this side. This line of guys is going to get destroyed. Where are the Cantors? Where the heck did they go? But there they are. They're in the fight. The problem might be that they're in front of friendlies, and my guys might not be trying to shoot at them. I need to get that to not happen. I need you guys to reline up back here. And then this unit, you can form up right here, and we're going to try to take this out right there. It seems like some of their archers are trying to get out of that position. Artillery battle seems to be going fairly well. We've taken out 2 of their pieces. Beautiful. Oh yeah, there's also quarter time speed. Well, 1/4 speed. So, I always forget that exists. Hit this line. That's much better for battles because that's exactly the speed I need. to focus. That kind of line will get them bad morale, so I'll leave it. This line here is going to be iffy. And I need to get somebody to try and reinforce them. The Cantor boys, I'm hoping, are not up to par for what they actually seem like, but they probably are. So we'll have these guys run up. Actually, I lied. I'd rather have them come in. Come closer. It's going to be a narrow weave, but they're going to try to get in behind this group, start spraying, and start protecting our guys up in the lines here so that nobody actually makes a breakthrough. They are kind of spread out, but they have like good formations to potentially break through, and this group can go over here and we'll have him break his defensive formation. Good, that is what I like to see. Bows are almost destroyed. Here, actually focus fire on that group as they're kind of reformed and they feel like they're about to do something. Kill everyone. Get them. Get up behind them. Break their left flank. Break the left flank. You. Bow them down. You guys, make it through this gap, please. Without hitting any groups. How are you doing? Your Cretonians probably could have been a better group of guys to do that job. Humans, Delapis, Cretonians, and Delapis. So we sent a bunch of chumps to do a man's job. To do a freaking Dundarian job. Hopefully they're doing okay. Seems like Cantors look a lot bigger in certain angles and then smaller in others, but I think it's just a shading on them. They are a big group of humanoids though, and let's get up behind them actually, because they are scary as hell. I think that our left flank here can actually hold out. Yeah, of course. Exactly what I expected. How are you still in formation? I do not understand, but I'll give you that. That is commendable. And their artillery is taking a walloping. Who is breaking? Okay, that's the enemy. You guys get up in here and then come here. I'm gonna have this group lose their defensive formation and then try to come in here. And the same with this group. You guys can come in and get up behind these. Looks like Cretonians, yeah, that could break their formation right there. These archers are not hitting their intended target, which is stinky. No good, poo-poo. So we're gonna actually try to get them into combat somehow. I can't move them as there's too many. Let's get them to go like that, and then I'm gonna speed up time a little bit because I don't need to be worried. Start hitting these guys from behind, and then actually have these guys run over there. Take out their artillery for once and for all. And then have these guys line up there. Looks like our guys might have got some conflicts over there. They are breaking through the line. But there are a lot of dead humanoids over here. Help our brothers. And move up. Move up. Get into combat. If we can get the line up behind them like that, the encirclement will be done. And we can focus fire on these damn Cantors. The melee units are actually kind of holding out on their own here, surprisingly well. And we're spraying the back end of them, so a lot of people are losing morale there. Alright, close the envelopment. Get in there. Actually, get up in this group here. We're winning! Of course. What did you expect? What did you expect? The greatest general who ever lived. Is that our troop? That's their troop breaking. They knew that the swarm's coming from behind. And they said I'd rather die. Everybody, attack this group here. There's only a little bit left in their army. Just these guys. The Cretonians are still standing, but the Cantors run. Look at their big, massive, bloody bodies. Holy crap, that's a thumbnail image if I've ever seen one. Here, actually, let me remove all this. Yeah, save that. Look at their bloody, massacred corpses of a Cantor. I've never seen such horrific things. Their blood and guts are everywhere. They got spread-eagled. Damn. They're big bastards, too. Finish them off. Alright, welcome back. If you look, we've got a Cantor right there. We've got 8 Cantors in the city. I had 25. They are extremely micro management heavy, and they're very annoying. But you can see the beginning of Cantor Haven right here. We've got their nice grand walls, warehouse, food stall, temple to or shrine, and temple to Athuri. We need a lot of cut stone, and we've got a paper maker on the way. They're going to be working at the paper maker for the beginning. I haven't had the chance to upgrade everything. I've just kind of run out of energy for songs today, and I really want to get the video out. So we are going to go over what I've done, and it is not a insignificant amount of stuff. It is quite a bit of stuff, and it's got me stumbling over my words right now. We captured this entire kingdom of Konix. He's got one region over here, her given, and he's got these 2 regions here. You may be wondering, why did you attack these regions for our last? Because the other regions didn't have walls, and the regions that have walls became the last on my chopping block. So I've sent mercenary armies across the entire world here, and this guy, for some reason, is having a really hard time. Mushopolis, you need to calm your shit, okay? Because I'm getting quite tired of these guys. They're really ridiculous. They have constant problems. Are you happy with that? Here, about this. I'll give you one more mercenary. You guys cost me a lot of money to just exist, Mushopolis. And all they're doing is sending me mushrooms. Or they're not even sending mushrooms. They're sending grain. They're supposed to be sending mushrooms, but I think it's because I have too much mushrooms, and I literally do not need more mushrooms. You can see my resources are very full on most things, and if they're low, it's because I sell them. Things like this and that. I'll sell it all. Tools, we do not have because we don't have any smithies, and I just realized that. Machine parts and iron we keep running low on, so I built a new smelter. I'm working on that currently. And we're running low on paper. As mentioned, the Cantors will hopefully work there, as long as I can keep them happy in the city. In order to keep them happy, I have to constantly go and free Dundarians every other day. I have to pardon them. That seems to be working for them to be judged. When judgment comes, that seems to work. because anything else, they're not like automatically being judged. I have to do it myself, and it's quite obnoxious. The awe drops when I import new Dundarians. The same with the religion's temple access. So because there's new Dundarians, they have no access to temple. The Cantors value thing drops, and you lose your Cantors, which just happened to me. I had 20 some odd Cantors, and they're all gone. So it was really annoying. But I'm going to get over here and show you guys what I've done. A little bit of this area we've expanded. We built 2 new bakeries to keep up with the import of coal, or rather grain, and we need more coal. So I built a second coal maker, and I'll show you guys that. You can see we have tons of space for people to be locked up, put away, incarcerated. This is why I didn't want to show you guys the throne room. Why is that? It looked like this was a fire for some reason, but he's carrying a bunch of stuff. Kind of looks too much. There's too much going on here. I don't like to look at my throne room very often. All of this stuff is rotting away constantly, and I never can get it stored away. This is completely full of everything possible. I could add more storage space. I could keep adding storage and storage and storage. But at a certain point, this is getting ridiculous, and I don't really care about all this stuff. And this is being sent to us by our lovely regions, so it's not like I can control how much they're sending. They're just sending it. And they're not like upgraded. Most of them aren't upgraded, and I try not to grab 2 of the same one in certain places. So for example, like this one I might have to change because I have that. But if I change it over to something like this, I'll just have a full selection of cotton, like I already do. You can see I have tons of cotton. There's just really no supply I need other than Sithalon and gems, which I'm having sent to my capital, and they are supplying me insane amounts of gems. So the second I put the Sithalon in there too, we'll get that up there. And I have these guys as my neighbor friends. They're actually these guys. Who are these guys? Well, where are you? They are very, very far away from me. But it seems because I had captured down here, they got close to us. I thought this capital over here was the guys we became friends with, but they are not. That's great though, because if I look, they have tons of good resources. Look at that. Coal, gems, more coal, stone. That's it. But that's basically all I really care about right now. And we have some really good Cantor havens in this Ore King's area. Ore King is actually one of the better like capital areas because it's giving me 38 gems regularly, and they're sending them so fast and so furiously we can't even control it, you know. And I'm not really making jewelry that fast, so we're gonna need a better jeweler. We're gonna need a lot of stuff. You can see I have 2.7k slaves. A little drop to the submission. I had to train up some new homies into the army, and I'm also building some new training garrisons because we have 2.2 thousand freaking free laborers. Just so many people who do not have jobs or things to do in our city. Speaking of which, we have this jail over here and a new Sithalon mine. How many people are actually working here? Oh, we have so many free people. I think everybody who's not doing a job should be in the mines. And there's 680 people who are going to come over here and start doing it, which is beautiful. I went and put a bunch of housing in for Garthemes. I've tried to put in some housing for Tilapis, but whenever you put housing in for them, they get really violent and they start beating each other up. We have these, like, literally, like, kind of backroom style Dondarian halls. And I am positive they're not getting services access over here. I have to fix this. Eventually I will. But I just needed to house all 10,000 million my Dondarians. My 1,500 really. And I needed to get it done quickly, so that's what I did. And we have the charcoaler here, the secondary charcoaler. We're not keeping up with coal in the city, and we really need to bump up that production. We also have these huge mass graves, which are packed, filled. 200 or so, like literally 400 guys in there. Well over 400. So many dead bodies in the conquest. So many captured people. We captured a lot of, we kept capturing Cantors. and I would just free them. So a really unique strat is if I knew where the Cantor is and actually had a big prison that was all connected into one, I could scroll through and actually find him. Usually you can see their heads. He's probably on a stalk or something. And then you free him into your populace and you get a free Cantor. It's really simple. Don't enslave them. If you do that, you will get a negative and you'll lose the access. Oh, here he is. So Daniel. I'm going to free him, pardon him. Daniela, actually. But that's supposed to be a man. Excuse me. So he's been pardoned. They've been pardoned. And now we have 10 Cantors. And the more you have, the actual, like, faster they'll go. And I have this noble Cantor. He shouldn't leave the city, even if he's, like, really unhappy. So, yeah. I've got him as well. He is a nice dude. The only thing I need to get done for this half of the city, other than get their like services up there and fix this hearth, is get them access to a bath and pools. I want pools and baths because that will allow them to clean off. I do not want to see dirty people, and I do not want to see. I'm so sick of seeing homeless people living inside these guys' houses. This is not your house, and you need to get out. You guys need to get out of the Cantor area. This is so annoying. I have way too many of them. And I'm waiting for Slaver to come, and it's been literally years. 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 And it should come any day now, but it's just not, it's not here yet. But I do want to go over very quickly what I did for this area. We have their market, and we have all of their access supplies here. But just to note, they don't seem to care. This stuff does value, like this has value. But if you, for example, have their food preference, it doesn't matter to them. They don't really care. And I had set their food preferences here. I have their fish, their eggs, and their meat. But they don't care. And I was like, oh, well, dang, that's useless. You can up their food rations, but that doesn't bother them. It will increase their health. The only thing they seem to care about is their access to clothes and jewelry. So if we can give them access to both in high quantities, they should be pretty happy. So we'll do something like that. And we have access to all their furniture right inside this area, so they should be grabbing that. That's at least available. And I might as well look because, yeah, so they don't care for taverns or lavatories. They don't need to use a lavatory, so we don't need to put one in there, which is good to note. Barbers, wells, bathhouses, grand arenas, fight pits, and etc. seem to be what they like. And it's interesting that they're not getting access to any food stuff, but there is food directly in front of them. So maybe they don't eat. Maybe Cantor people don't eat. But they do eat. They have a food preference. It's interesting though. I'm just confused as to why they don't really have like this. Like bath and wells. Because they do have access to stages. They do have access to fight pits. They just don't care for them. Environment, everything seems to be about the same. They like benches. They like awe. Pillars, statues. They like armies. Religion, of course. They like their temple and they like their shrine. And they all believe in authority. That's the only thing they believe in. That's it. Their occupation doesn't really matter. Nothing too serious. And then crime, nothing. There's no real government to be had with these guys. They're extremely cool, though. I like them. I like them a lot. I just don't want to see them so dirty like this guy here. This is how I'd like to see him run. Rob Sunstrider. He's aged 255 years old. He's in excellent health. 400 stones. His height is 14. So they do have a height. Stands at 6.3. So he's 6.3. What is a Dundarian? Stop auto-locking onto there. Dundarian, where are you? I have to go into like one of these buildings here. Dundarian. He's 7.2. 4.8 human. So Dundarians are the giants. They're not the short kings. They're the giants. But no, this guy is 4.7. Was that just an abnormally diesel 4.7. 4.9. Maybe no, 6.8. Good lord. This guy, Caitlyn, male, female, I don't even know, is 6.8. Good lord. He is a tall Dundare. He is 7.4. He is as tall as a Cantor. Let me go look. I'm pretty sure our Cantor was 7.4. 10 now. They're 10. 14. They are widely different from each other. 14. He has no traits. His residence. Lives alone. Me. This is how I feel. Dirty. Lives alone. 400 stones. I'm tall as hell. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. I had a lot of fun getting to this point. I have a lot more to do, and as this is just halfway through, barely halfway through the series, I expect to get much further, and we have a huge spot to kind of catapult off of, so expect to see some more cool stuff in the next episode. And with that being said, say goodbye to Leandra. Goodbye, Leandra. Hello, Maya. Wow, look at how beastly. 10 freaking stones tall or whatever, or 10 tath, and 400 stones coming right at you. Tackle your dumbass. And the crime is being monitored by him. What a beast. I'll see you guys in the next one. Goodbye.